Hey, good afternoon, guys. I am Mahesh, and I have total 14 plus years of experience in the field test automation. Also, I have an experience on the different technologies like Java, C Sharp, Python, JavaScript. Okay. And today I'm going to showcase you the implementation of JavaScript. Now, what we heard most of the time that we have an implementation of Selenium with Java. Okay. But recently, if you saw, the JavaScript is taking much more uh, favor in the field of test automation. Now, when we wanted to start JavaScript implementation, there are some basic things what we need to be do on our end. Now, in the basic things itself, we need to be download something. Okay, so we need a Node.js, we need npm and all. So let me write down these things also for you. Okay, so let me write down. So first of all, when we start our implementation, we need to download a Node.js. Okay, that is the prerequisites. So how do we get this Node.js? So you have the nodejs.org, the site itself. So I'll just write down here nodejs.org. Okay, and you can say English and download. Still it is okay. Okay. Or you can simply say whichever version that you do have on your machine. So if you have your Windows machine, let's say I have my Windows machine, so I can simply get this, the downloadable installer. So nowadays, once you get this downloaded information, along with the Node.js, you will get a npm also. Okay. So along with this, you will get npm. So both are clubs together and you can get it from this site. So I'm just pasting it here so that you will have that notes later on. I'll just put it in the comments at the end of the session. Now, so you simply go back here on the Windows. You can simply click here and you just get and downloaded this Node.js and npm. Simply, you can just do install next. Okay, and that will be installed on your machine. So I already installed on my machine so that I am not able to do that. Okay, but this is very basic requirement that we need to be do. Now, second thing that you need is, let's say you have the basic prerequisites, like for Java, you need JDK. You need, similar way, you need here uh, a Node.js on your machine for JavaScript. Okay. Now, you need one editor also where you want to do a code. That means similar way. Eclipse is one of the editor which we use for Java. You can use Eclipse also. So you can go here on your Eclipse. You can go to help. You can go to Eclipse Marketplace. Okay, I have already installed JavaScript on the Eclipse, but still I'll show you how you will get it. So on the Eclipse Marketplace also, once you search here the JavaScript, still you will get some installers which you need to be installed on your machine. Okay, let me show you that. So let it finish and I can show you. Yes. So you can search here JavaScript. Okay, simply you are searching here JavaScript, click on this and you will get all the plugins. Those are available for installing JavaScripts. Okay. So you can find here Init Studio. Okay. That is already there. You can get JavaScript build Eclipse or you can get this Telesis. So which will help you to write your JavaScript code. So you can simply click on install and it will start installation. Okay, that is also with the help of that, you can just then later on go to your file, new, you simply set project, which project you wanted to create. So you simply select from JavaScript project and go ahead next and just create a new JavaScript project. Okay. So from Eclipse also you can write your JavaScript code. That is very much simple. Similar way, I'll just close this. Okay. And similar way, you can write the code from a different editor, which is specifically for the JavaScript, which I like a lot, which I used normally. So I use a Visual Studio code. Okay. So I'll just write down here. I'll say Visual Studio Code. Okay. And I can go to this site. Okay. And from here, you can just download again the code editing that is for JavaScript, the code editors for the JavaScript. You can download this Visual Studio Code. So the first prerequisite is you can download Node.js and npm and install. Second one is download editor for JavaScript code. Okay, so I would suggest Visual Studio Code is one of the best JavaScript editor which you can use it. Okay. Now once you've done this, this is overall what you have done. Okay. Now once you've done this, you need to see. Now you have Visual Studio Editor. Once you can just get it down, and then you can just install and do next. Okay, and you just accept the terms and condition and done. Now what you need to do? So we have our Selenium example. Okay, so here I'm going to create a new folder. So you can go to any of your project. Okay, any of your Windows directory. I'm going here, creating a new folder. I said Java script implementation. Okay. I simply said JavaScript implementation. Okay. Once I go inside this, now you can see here, there is a complete empty folder. This is complete empty folder. Either I can go back here and I can open my terminal. Okay. So terminal is what? A shell script. Okay. From where if I open the terminal, I wanted to see which version of Node I do have installed. See, I have to see which version of Node I can see it from here. So I simply click a Node-V, that is version, okay, and enter. So see, it is showing me this is the version of 16.17.1. Now I wanted to see which version of npm I have installed. Which version of npm I do have. See, it is showing me 8.15.0. So I have Node installed, I have npm installed. So now this is the basic things that you need to be checked before you start your coding. So you should have Node, you should have npm on your machine. Okay. Now I'm going back again here. So where from I have just downloaded my editors to do my code. Now the next step is I wanted to write my JavaScript code along with Selenium. Okay. So I need to download my JavaScript code with Selenium. So what I need to do? So simply first, you can go and search for these packages. Okay. You can go and search for the JavaScript packages. So npm.js.com is the site. Okay. Where you will find out all the npm packages here. So I'm going on npmjs.com. So if you want, I can just write down that for you guys. So Visual Studio, I have just get in. Then I can validate the version of Node and npm. Okay, by Node-v and npm-v. Okay, so this will say, so what is the version of Node? What is the version of npm? Now, next is I can go and download the packages for JavaScript integration along with Selenium. Okay, so I'm going back and downloading the JavaScript integration. So that means the packages, those are needed for doing this automation along with JavaScript in Selenium. So I'm going to npmjs.com. I'm going and searching here a Selenium underscore WebDriver. See, the first one you got it here. The official WebDriver JavaScript binding for Selenium project. If you can see here, this is what we need. The official binding for Selenium project. Okay, so I simply go to npmjs.com and search Selenium WebDriver. I got the first result where you can see I have all the installer for Selenium WebDriver. I have all the Chrome driver, Internet, Edge, Firefox, Opera, and Safari, all the browsers. Okay. And then there is some basic usage, how you can use, and everything was written here. So that you can use it later on. That's not an issue. Okay. So I'm going to show you how we can just implement and just find out something and just enter something on the uh, Google or any of the site that we'll just open today. Now I'm going back on my code. So I did that. Now, basically, we need a Chrome driver or Gecko driver or Opera or Safari. Last time I showed you, right? The different browsers, how we utilize using a WebDriver manager. So that implementation and that integration of WebDriver manager along with JavaScript, I'll show you in some upcoming sessions, not today, definitely. But now I'm going back here on the Chrome driver.exe. Okay. So if you want, you can just go back there and whichever version, the latest version on your machine. So I hope I have 105. So I can get any of this version 105 or 595.52. Okay. I just click on there. I can just get this Windows 32. I downloaded that. Okay. I downloaded. I just open up. I just copy this Chrome driver exe and just pasting here in this folder. That's it. So I have now Chrome driver available on the same folder. Now I wanted to initialize this node project. So the first thing I show you how you can use the Windows terminal. Now I'll show you how you can use the same thing from command prompt also. Okay. So command prompt, either you can go back and type command and then you can use your CD and then you can come to this path. Better, you can write here a CMD and enter. See, that will also open the same command prompt if you can see here. Okay. So that will also open the same command prompt. So you need to just select here complete path and type CMD and you will get the command prompt. Now you got the command prompt and the next thing that you wanted to do here is you wanted to initialize the NPM. That means you need to initialize this node project where you are going to write your code. So you need some packages, you need some dependencies and all. So how I'll initialize this? Simply you need to write npm init. Okay. You simply write npm init and hit enter. So why I'm showing you? So once you hit enter, it will ask you package name. I purposefully hit enter because it is asking me to give all the names as your choice. Package name. Yes, version is also right. Description. You can mention here this project to showcase JavaScript with WebDriver. Just type this. Enter. Which is your entry point? So now in Java, always you have a main method as your entry point. Similar way, I'm saying yes, index.js is what my entry point. That means I will write my code, I will execute my code from index.js. That means I can start my code base and my execution from index.js. Okay, perfect. Any command, I said no. Any Git repository you wanted to communicate, you can give the Git repository path here also in future. Okay. Once you want to integrate the same project along with your private or public repository, you can just simply give that path and that will be integrated. Any keywords you wanted to give? No. Author. So let me give my name. So author Mahesh. Okay. And license is ISC or you wanted to go back to MIT, any license. Okay. It's all up to you. I'm not keeping any of the licenses. I'm just saying, okay. See, so now it initialize a package.json with this basic structure. Now, this basic structure is initialized. Look at here. It says you will initialize. So there will be a package.json. At this location, it will generate with this information. This information is the basic information about this complete project package. I said, okay, done. See here, package.json is created. That is the one option of creating this package.json. Another option is you can go and directly write here npm init and hyphen yes. npm init and hyphen yes. So what happened with this npm init and hyphen yes? It will directly take a same package with the same implementation. Look at here. Okay, so we have added this particular description. We have added all this text. My main method is index.js. This is license key, this is author Mahesh, and my name of the package. Everything is there, right? So it takes automatically the same data and this package.json is generated. Okay. So I have from driver.exe, I have package.json. So I can download the packages. Okay. So get Chrome driver.exe is first option. What you can download and paste in your package. Then initialize your project package.json. So that will enable this one. So how you are going to do that? You're going to do that npm init and -this. So shortcut I'm showing you. Now once I did, I wanted to now start my code base directly on my editor. How do I go and do that editor code? So again on the command prompt, I am going and simply writing here a one small code to open my editor. So I will simply write code space and dot. When I use code space and dot, it will by default open my Visual Studio Code. Okay, so my code will be open in Visual Studio Code now. So the shortcut to open my editor from here is only code space dot, and simply press enter. See, it's open my JavaScript implementation project. Look at here. And it opens in the Visual Studio Code. Okay, and it opens in the Visual Studio Code. So I have done my npm node.js installation. Then I have searched my packages. I have downloaded my ID. Then I have initialized the project in package.json. And now I am coming here and opening my project using only code space and dot. So I'm getting this project here. Okay. Now let's create a folder here. Okay. Or I can say you simply create one index file. Okay. So because we said I wanted to have my main method is index.json. Look at here. So I said I have to be run my index.html. That is my main method in initializer folder, right? So I simply write, if you wanted to see and you wanted to print something, you simply write console.log. At least you can validate whether your code is working or not. I'm simply writing hello Mahesh. Okay. And I wanted to run this code. So simply first I'm going to file and save. Okay. And I can go here and run without terminal. See, it is working. Okay. So it is printing hello Mahesh. So you can see in the debug console, you will see the output hello Mahesh. So that means my code is working. Now I need some of the things which need some packages. Okay. Some important module packages here. So if you can see the terminal tab here in the Visual Studio Code, if you can see the terminal tab, simply open that new terminal. Once you open the new terminal, it will take by default your project path. And at the project path, you're going to install Selenium WebDriver first. What I need the package of Selenium WebDriver. So if you can see here, package.json, let me open. Can you see any dependency at this stage? There is no dependency, right? Now, once I use npm install Selenium WebDriver, look at here, it will change and there will be some of the dependencies downloaded. Look at here. See. So dependencies for Selenium WebDriver is downloaded and node modules is also downloaded, if you can see. So modules are generated once you write some dependency. So any of the installer, any of the libraries you wanted to add, you can simply write npm install Selenium WebDriver. Okay. Now I will use another code to use my npm. I said npm install. I wanted to I wanted to use a Chrome driver. Let me install the Chrome driver also. Okay. So I simply hit enter and see here the dependency, additional dependency for Chrome driver will be also added here. Okay. In a minute. So let it finish. See here. So similar way you have added Chrome driver, similar way you have added Selenium WebDriver. Both of the things are available here now. So you have the dependencies, you have the node modules, you have everything now in the index.js. Simply you need to start writing your code. Rest everything is done. So now I'm going to start writing my code. In my code, what I need to write is first, I simply needs to start with constant. Okay. So I simply need to start with constant. So I'll explain this code later on. Definitely it's difficult to explain at shorter time. Okay. Because I need to build some keys and util here. Okay. Using Selenium WebDriver. So I say simply what I need to do. I said I need to do a builder. Okay. Oh, come on. This is okay. But what I can do here is I can write builder, then I can write by. Okay, then I can write builder by some of the keys, and I can say a util. Okay, so some of the keys and I can say util. Let me write down like this. I can remove this. Now this code is not needed. Okay, so I simply write my code that is constant, then builder by key and util, and I just simple say I want or I require Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so you need Selenium WebDriver, which you already added into npm packages or npm modules, so you will get it directly. Now what is my next step? Now next step is I wanted to create a simple function. Okay, I'm going to create a simple function. I said a function. You can give any of the name to this function. Okay, I'm giving just let's say sample. Okay. I'm simply giving the function name as sample. I'm creating a function with the name sample. Okay. And I said let is used for define the variable. I said let driver is my variable. Okay. Or my instance, which is nothing but a new, which is nothing but a new builder for browser. What I said builder for browser. Which browser? So I said Chrome. I wanted to open which browser? I said Chrome. Dot simply build done. Okay. So I said let's create a new builder for browser Chrome and just done. And the next thing that you wanted to do is you wanted to say let's get driver dot get and your URL. Okay. Oh, sorry. So your URL here inside this. So I will take a simple URL like https www.google.co.in. Okay. So I'm simply taking one URL that is I wanted to open driver.get https www.google.co.in. Okay. And let's call that function that is your sample. Done. Let's call that function sample. So now simply say here a save. Go back to your terminal or close this terminal and you can open up the new terminal. Still it is okay. Okay. And here you need to run your code. Here you need to run your code. So you simply need to write node, which is my main. I said index. Let's see. Say it's open the Google Chrome and it opens the Google Chrome in the browser. That's done. Simply it opens my Google Chrome. So when I say node.index, it will open the browser of Chrome. Now, if you want here, instead of Chrome, let's say you want to use uh, your Gecko driver. So go back on the page here. So from where you downloaded. So let's go back on Gecko driver and see how small or simple change that you need to do here. Okay. I'll simply show you Windows. Yes, this is what Windows 64. I'm just downloading it. Let it finish and let it open. Once it's open, I just copy this. I'm going back to my folder where I kept everything. Okay, yes. And I've just tested here that Gecko driver. And a small change in my code will work for that also. Let's go back, okay? Let's go back on this. And if you see here, I'm simply changing from Chrome to Firefox. I'm simply changing for which browser I wanted to open. So I said now from Chrome to Firefox is what I wanted to open. Just save this. And one more time, you just use index and see it opens the Firefox this time. Look at here. It opens the Firefox. Very simple. So earlier, see, this is Firefox it opens. Earlier it opens the Chrome, now it opens the Firefox. So JavaScript, using JavaScript, Selenium WebDriver is too quick to use and too quick to work. Now rest is everything is what how you can go and write the further code. Let's say you're going to write your driver dot find element and all, and everything you can write in the further. Similar way what you write in the Java. Everything work as it is. So initially, I know this is very important that people are not even aware how do we start a basic JavaScript implementation with Selenium. That's why I show you complete installation from installation till the opening of the browser. Okay, so I hope guys you are liking this session, and I'm requesting all of you to please comment what next session do you want me to take, or any of the technology do you want me to take the session on. Okay, until that point, I'm requesting all of you to give, yeah, your faith on this, okay, and watch this video. I'll again come back on the next Sunday at the same time. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll meet again soon. Bye.